Hello everybody, welcome to episode 52 of the Tamagotchi Connection series here, and it's weird to think about this, because in a few days, we know that at some point my connection and a lot of other people's connection re-release units will be getting shipped out soon. I know some people have got them in early, and that's really awesome to see that. But I know that a lot of people did get pushed back to, the 15th and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool to know that, we're not too far off from the 15th date anymore. So, woo! It's really exciting to think about that. Oh, this Tom is weirdly mad at me. Oh, because he needs attention and stuff. And he has a care mistake. Oops, I did not know about that. Guess I did not hear him beep while he was in my pocket. Doesn't matter, though. He's at the adult stage, so there's no more evolutions unless I make him go into old people, which I will not be doing. I'll be sending him off to get married. So, we'll be seeing that wonderful thing pretty soon. I don't know if... We might have a dead space, not dead... Yeah, whatever. Trying to figure out, might have an empty run... Or might have a few days where we don't have an episode. Hopefully it doesn't work like that, because I'd love to have stuff come in a bit earlier than that. So, hopefully we don't have to deal with any of that. And we did just buy this item, by the way, so we got a cool little seashell thing from the one character, from the salesman. And as you see there, he did a cool little animation. Let's view that again. So you give it to him, and he's like, nom 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 nom. He has this exciting little dance, he loves that food. Pretty cool to see that. I'll give him some soda, because weirdly soda is a very good thing to see. I'm trying to figure out how I want to handle the aspects of that coming up, because how do I want to handle these devices pretty soon? Do I just want to turn them off, when the other devices come along or whatever? Or do I want to, turn them off when, it hits the baby stage? Because what is it? Trying to think how this works. I don't know how quickly the connections will ship either, and that's another thing. So it's do I want to cut a run, halfway through to, move on to the next device? Or do I just want to, do something else with it? So I'm how do I want to handle that? Who knows? I guess I'll find out later on. Once it actually gets around to... Once I get notifications and stuff like that. Because once we get those notifications, we will find out. We will get all the joys in the world. Because what is it? We'll be getting our... Let's see, we'll have the 2 connection units. And we'll have a Sanrio uni coming all in at the same round, or about the same time. We'll be running the connections because that's the more exciting thing. At some point, we'll run the uni as well because... As a uni, why not? Let's go have some fun. Have some fun with running that awesome little device. So, woo! And we also have some other Tamagotchi things probably coming in at some point. Because I decided to plan ahead in bits of ways. Because after the re-release connection part of this connection series, I'll probably be doing a poll on which device to run next. To see if people want, the N-Tama or, family chi and stuff like that, or if they're wanting me to run something like the, Osu and Mesu and stuff like that. Osu, Mesu, modern devices, I don't know. Something around those lines. Originally I was going to put the Angel up, but with the talks of a re-release coming out for the Angel, I don't want to do that yet till, it's fully confirmed. So it's I'd rather just wait and see what happens. Overall, though, with our Tamazo today, we are doing pretty fine. Both of them are doing really great. Tomorrow, we will be getting the marriage lady in, so we'll be probably marrying them off. I'm hoping I can catch the marriage lady at some point tomorrow. So, I'm going to be trying to do that. It'll be either the first stop of the morning or the late one. So, we'll probably actually have a recorded episode early in the day. So, that'll be fun to see that coming along. And just excited to just have all that joy right there. But there you go, I've got the Ghost and Kuchi Pachi. Both of them are doing pretty well, though. So, let's give them a free item. Because, I've been going through some secret codes and stuff like that. Don't know why I'm talking about, or thinking about the re-release upcoming and stuff like that. It's still a bit of ways, we got Tamas to look into. So let's get on to the secret code of the day. So let's get into this. Woo! And we'll do this one right here. I feel like we could probably like squeeze out like one more run. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I could do all that. I'm thinking we can squeeze out one more run. Like, there's a possibility we can get like at least a decent, like, one more chance out of it or whatever. So I don't want to like have 2 series over crossing and stuff like that. So it's like, how do I want to handle that final part? And I skipped a number. There we go. So there you go, we got the basic code for the start of it, the 07374. And now we get to the part that's actually different. Because this part's usually different. There's only a few codes that ever like actually sort of repeat that. Or there's only a bunch of the codes usually have the same top thing for the freebies, but the bottom parts usually change around. And let's see. Sorry, I'm like looking back and forth. Okay, so there's our code there. So 07374566646. And there we go. We'll put it in the mailbox. And let's see, what do we get? Got a lot of hair on the screen though. And there we go. Got our first little cool item there. It's a star. Don't know what that is for. Ooh, this actually might be the one I actually repeated on the one device. So I guess we'll find out then. Let's find out what the star does real quickly, though, before we move on with the other device. Let's see. Whoop, whoop. Let's see what does the star do. Does it not do anything? Might do another code, then, if it doesn't do anything. Weird. Okay, let's input it on this on the Akai side at least then. Oops, wrong thing. So let's input the code on the Akai side. So here we go. We'll get the code all started up at least. We'll do the 07374. What is it? Yeah, let's so get all this done. If anyone knows any of the fancy codes, you can put them down below. I don't know too much about this stuff. I didn't really look up into this part, really. And to be honest, at some point, I'll probably be going through these devices again, so we will see the Akai and stuff like that again. Mostly because I want to do, like, whole marriage aspects of these devices, and I feel like I kind of missed out by that, because I thought these would all connect properly with each other. So it's like, I want to show off the little aspects and features of marriage and stuff like that. So I'll probably be running these devices again at some point later on in the future. There we go. Got the code entered in again. So let's see what we got. What did we get? What did we get? Da, 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 da. Oh, it's the flute. Yeah, this is the one I knew. I was like, oh, yeah. I was inputting the code, and I'm like, this felt sort of familiar. We already know what the flute does. It's way more useful than the star, so great to know we have something that we can actually use. And there you go. Instrument right there going through. Let's enter in another code, because we don't know what the star does, and to be honest, why not? What's going to be the issue if we enter in another code? Let's get something a bit more interesting, I guess, to say. So let's enter another code in, because I don't know what to do during these stages. These stages are like the parts where like we don't have much to do. And to be honest, I have not looked into too much stuff recently for around the community and stuff like that, because there's not too many community updates going on around currently, because, you know, with the upcoming release, there's not too much crazy stuff going on. At most, you hear about, like, what is it? We know, like, Japan's doing, like, their weird gachapon system, or their lottery system tamas, which is pretty cool. They're usually the ones that become, like, super rare, though, sadly, because, you know, it's a lottery system, and you can't get a hold of that type of stuff. And it's very common in Japanese culture to have those lottery system type things. I own some of those lottery system type things for, like, what is it, Bakutech and stuff like that. And ooh, were they hard to get. Like, man, I love that whole concept, but man, like, the whole lottery thing is very much a pain in the butt. And here's our code, 073745864. And let's see what we get. What are we getting in the mail today for this time right here? And it looks like a Pez dispenser. What is that? what is that? That better not just be like a Pez dispenser. Like, is it actually an item, or is it like, what is it? What is it? Is this like Annabelle or whatever, where like it's just a creepy doll that knows your secrets and like personally interconnects with you? What is it, Ghost? Tell me what it is. Well, that was weird. Apparently my ghost made a cursed friend, so let's see if the Akai or Kuchipachi can make a cursed friend too. Let's give him a cursed friend. Or let's see if he gets a cursed friend. Maybe Kuchipachi's too cool. Maybe Kuchipachi has actual friends out there. And then let's see, what will Kuchipachi get? Enter in the basic code at the front. Oh man, I skipped the 4. I did it again. I'm doing really bad at this. Okay. Now let's enter in the code. We'll enter the 5. The 8. And the 6. I don't know why I'm doing a bunch of these today. As is like, just like, I don't know, I've been wanting a lot more to happen with these devices, and today's kind of been a boring day for them. Like, we finally got a different item in the shop, which was the seashell thing that I was feeding this one earlier. And that was really exciting to have that come along, because I was like, yay, something different, and with a cool animation and stuff like that. And nope, we also get a creepy doll on the side, so we get more creepy doll action. Maybe this is like Chucky, maybe Kuchipachi's soul will be sacrificed and this doll will take over in like a few days. Will Kuchipachi do more about it? Kuchipachi just gonna spill his emotions and talk to the doll? This doll's gonna take over his soul one day. And I'm gonna feel sad about that. I don't even know what this is. Does anyone know what this is? It looks like it just has the head of a Mamachi. Like, did they just, like, sacrifice a Tamagotchi and stick it on top of a wooden pole? Like, what is this? What Tamagotchi sacrificed their lives to be put their head on a pole? And there we go, got another one off the list, and let's see, how many codes we still got left? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And one of them does actually have a different starting piece, so that's going to be very interesting to try out one day. So, that's exciting. We got one code that is actually slightly different, so woo! And I did find out with the doll one could actually be different depending on your device. So, if you remember the doll code that we entered for the little Mamachi plush or whatever, I found out that in certain devices, it can apparently be a Hello Kitty plush. So, in certain devices, it can be a Hello Kitty plush, and other ones, it can be the little Mamachi plush. So, it's kind of interesting that these Keitais actually have some very different aspects to them. So, that's kind of interesting to hear about that. I'm kind of curious which Akais, like, allow that. Because I know there's Akais with the, different, like, this type of strip, or little thing on it. There's, what was it? Someone was recently showing off their Tamagotchi Connect, or their Keitai that they got because of my series, and they got like the cool Koro one, which is really awesome. For those who don't know, Koro Comics is a. Let's see, do I have the book around here? Do I have the book? No, I don't have the book. That's sad. Okay, so Koro Comics is a Japanese, like, little shonen jump manga type thing, where they show off, like, different mangas or whatever, and usually they fill it up with a bunch of random things. I swear I had one around here. Do I know where I put my issue of Koro Comics? I had one for Beyblade. Because I got, what was it, Phoenix or whatever from one of the issues. Come on, where did I put it? I don't know where I put my things at, and it's showing really badly. Okay, so, guess we won't show that off today. Guess I'll show it off in the next video or whatever, if I remember to do that. But, basically, they'll have, like, this whole, like, manga or whatever, and usually it comes with, like, there's either, like, crossovers, there's also, like, different, like, things you'll get in for it for free and stuff like that. Really cool little manga, and usually that's how, like, people get introduced to certain series, and that's, like, how, at some point, they'll become, like, their own individual things later on, which is really cool, and I recommend people actually pick up some of those issues, because a lot of times they do come with, like, some really cool things. Like, what was, in one of mine, I got, like, Phoenix Feather, which is a cool little Beyblade thing, and then in other issues, you can get, like, what was it? I've seen some other really cool things. I've seen cards be given out. Like, there was a Duel Masters card. They've given out, like, little manga books or whatever with it. Like, more stuff to read. It's just really cool to go through them because they just include so much stuff in them. And for the lottery thing, I just remembered, we were talking about that just a second ago. I do actually have one lottery item in the background here. So, talk about this for a second. So in Japan, it's very common to do little lottery type things. So here's a really cool random example of it. Here's a little, random little lottery item. As you see there, usually says like something special about it or whatever. But this is very common in Japan. So a lot of times they'll do like these little lottery items. It'd be like a cool little recolor of a thing. And that's pretty much all it is half the time. Sometimes they do some special little items. I've seen some of those special little random things. Sometimes little exclusives for their stuff. It's kind of a mixed bag, but it's really cool to like see some of those like really random things, especially in the world of like Tamagotchi connections and stuff like that. So pretty cool. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get a hold of that device, but it is pretty cool to see some of those type of things. And I probably should stop rambling for today's episode, so thank y'all for watching, and sorry for the long amount of rambling. So, see ya later. Bye!